At this time, I'd like to call forward Mr. Gamaliel Marquez, Vice President of the senior class, to lead us in the flag salute. Thank you, Gami. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. You may all be seated. Good evening and welcome to Monson High School's graduation for the class of 2018. I am Principal Bill Metzger, and it is my honor to be here tonight with all of you, and especially our graduates. To begin, a few thank yous are in order. First, to the faculty and staff, not only of Monson High School, but all of the Monson Public Schools that are here with us this evening. This is the fruit of your hard work. Thank you very much. To the front office support staff who are not here with us tonight, Mrs. Mahoney, Ms. Kowalishin, and Mrs. Goodrich, who do everything that makes this week and tonight especially possible. To Mrs. Sorrell, Mrs. Fowlis, Mrs. Maloney, Mrs. Bren, and Mr. Morin for all of your efforts into making this evening a reality and for dealing with me on what is typically a very cranky week. Special thanks to the class of 2018 advisors, Mr. Griffin and Ms. McNeil, for your outstanding leadership of this class over the last 4 years. And of course, to the Monson High School General of Graduation, Mr. Bardwell, for making sure we all know what we're doing tonight. Finally, I would like to recognize Superintendent of Schools Cheryl Clarke, Monson School Committee Chairman Joshua Farber, and Member at Large Mr. Jeffrey Lord for being here tonight to support our graduates. Thank you. And most importantly, before we turn our attention to the class of 2018 for the rest of the evening, I would like to recognize the folks that made tonight's celebration possible. Seniors, as you celebrate this evening and in the days and the weeks ahead, please take time to reflect on all of the sacrifices your families and especially your parents have made to get you here tonight to this point in your journey. Honor them every day for the rest of your lives by being the best person you can be each and every day. Could I have all the moms and dads of the graduates stand up to be recognized, please? Thank you. The class of 2018 and I began our journey here at Monson High School together 4 years ago. And I think we would all agree that there were times that 4 years seemed like an eternity. It's incredible how quickly the time actually passes. It has been an inspirational experience watching all of you transform into the young men and women you have become. Before we say goodbye and send you charging into the future, I would like to share some thoughts with you inspired by American poet and internet pioneer John Perry Barlow, and one of his pieces known as the Principles of Adult Behavior. There are 35 principles of adult behavior, Mr. Barlow pointed out. Since it's so cold in here, I've narrowed it down to 5. If you're interested in what you hear, the other principles are easily findable on the internet. Principle number 1, be patient, no matter what. We have become a culture of instant gratification and that continually measure ourselves against what we perceive to be the success of others. The best things in life come to those who wait. The reality is you are probably not going to fall into a 6-figure career at 22 or have a house and a picket fence and a sports car at 25, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to change your mind, you're going to change your major, you're going to change your friends, your careers, your partners. You're going to experience heartbreaks and setbacks. We all do. Don't be too hard on yourself. Good things come in time. Life is about your journey and where it takes you, not about anybody else's. Barlow's third principle: never assume the motives of others are to them less noble than yours are to you. Our society appears to be growing increasingly polarized in these uncertain times. As a country, we are losing our ability and even interest in being able to disagree respectfully with one another. Having ideas and beliefs that differ from those around you does not make you right and them wrong, or you good and them bad, or vice versa. If you are able to understand this concept, you will see that we have far more in common with one another than you may think. A quote often attributed to the philosopher Voltaire, but actually from English author Evelyn Beatrice Hall states, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." Don't try to discredit or silence divergent opinions or points of view. This is the foundation on which democracy is built. Barlow's 8th principle: laugh at yourself frequently. Remember not to take life too seriously. None of us get out of it alive. Laughter truly is the best medicine and can be a very powerful tool when times are tough. Things will happen in life you have no control over, and there will be times when just a moment too late, you realize something you have just done or said is monumentally stupid. I think about a 5 a.m. phone call I sent you all once about an athletic meeting. You can get caught up in these moments in anger and hatred. These are powerful and dangerous emotions. Or you can use humor to make yourself and those around you feel comfort and ease. Hard times are ahead for all of us at some point. Remember, there is good in every day and every one. Celebrate the good with humor and laughter. Barlow's 18th principle: never let your errors pass without admission. We all make mistakes. We all say and do things we later regret. This is a part of life. The mistakes you make along the way become some of the greatest opportunities for learning that life will ever present you. Don't beat yourself up for being wrong. Own it, learn from it, and move on. Being able to admit you were wrong and apologizing are skills that elude many people and prevent them from realizing their full potential. Remember, apologies without actions are only empty words. It is also important, critically important, to be able to accept an apology from somebody else and to move on in a positive way. Barlow's 24th principle, and the final one I'll discuss here tonight for those of you keeping count. Love yourself. Love is the most powerful force in the world. It gives our lives meaning and purpose. Love sustains us in hard times and gives us strength when we thought we had none. Love has the power to fix what is broken and to heal what is sick. Believe in the redemptive power of love. It is a very real thing. That power begins with love of yourself. In this life, you can be your own biggest cheerleader, your biggest advocate, or you can choose to be your worst obstacle to happiness and success. That choice is yours. Love and take care of yourself. Believe in yourself and your right to find happiness on your own terms. Love yourself and others. And remember that all of us gathered here tonight to celebrate love you very much too. Thank you, class of 2018. For sharing your lives with me and with all of us these last 4 years. It's been an experience I will never forget, and it has been a true honor. Good luck. Now to present the salutatory with essay, Kaleigh Cavanaugh.
Good evening and welcome to the families of the school committee, Superintendent Mrs. Clarke, Principal Mr. Metzger, and all faculty and staff. I just want to take this time to speak a little bit about my years in high school, the lessons I've learned, and say thank yous to some special people in my life. So for the past few years when I've come to this graduation, I've noticed a trend in the speeches given by the valedictorians and salutatorians of the class. Not all, but most I've noticed have stood up here in the position that I am today and told the audience how much time they feel they wasted studying and how they wish they had gone out and done something more. But I cannot say that. During my underclassmen years, I spent all of my hours after school in dance class, but that was what made me happy. And as time went on, the dance classes turned into sports. But again, I was doing what I loved. And when I wasn't doing those things, I was spending my time with friends and going out and doing things. Sometimes that makes me feel like I don't deserve this honor. I didn't spend every waking hour after school preparing for tests. But honestly, the lessons I've learned outside of the classroom and the relationships that I've made are just as important to me, if not more, than the lessons I've learned inside the classroom. I have learned the importance of time management, especially through balancing sports, social life, traveling, and still trying to find time to even eat dinner. By doing more than just study, I've realized that by being a genuinely good person, daughter, friend, it's more important than working all day, every day. How you impact the person next to you through your relationships is what you're going to be remembered for. I would trade this title for the friends I have and the memories we made if it came down to it. So getting on to what I really want to say to my peers, I have one question for you. What do you want your legacy to be? My grandma actually asked me this question a couple weeks ago, and it provoked some thought into me. She told me about this book she was reading by James Comey and how that question was basically the main idea of it. I want to quote a passage from it because I feel like all my peers should hear it. Whenever I speak to young people, I suggest they do something that might seem a little odd, Close your eyes, I say. Sit there and imagine you are at the end of your life. From that vantage point, the smoke of striving for recognition and wealth is cleared. Houses, cars, awards on the wall, who cares? You're about to die. Who do you want to have been? I tell them that I hope some of them decide to have been people who used their abilities to help those who needed it. The weak, the struggling, the frightened, the bullied. Standing for something, making a difference. That is true wealth. So I hope for all of you sitting up here today that you strive for something more than just material objects or idealized success. It's pretty evident that money is important and those material objects are something to strive for, but that should not be the main focus of your life. Because honestly, who are we when we don't have anyone? I hope that all of you make goals that make you and others happy, and I hope you choose to be a good person. I know that when I look back on my life, I want others to think of me as not only someone who worked hard and strived to succeed, but also as someone who gave back to their community, was kind to others, and was just a genuinely good person. And I wish that for all of you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaleigh. I now call upon Mr. Eric Wegge to deliver the valediction with essay.
Thank you, and good evening. As I begin, I would like to thank many of the people in my life, as well as the lives of some of the other students here at Monson High School. I'd first like to thank my family for being in attendance here tonight, as without them, I would not be here today. I am grateful for them always. I'd like to say thank you to my friends, as they have certainly pushed me to try new things and work harder in school. I'd also like to say thanks to all of my teachers that I have had over the years, from Mrs. Bitus all the way back in preschool to Senora Webster here at the high school. To all of you, thank you. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to the members of the school committee who are here in attendance tonight, Superintendent Clarke and Principal Metzger, as well as everyone else who made today possible. Today marks the close of our long journey through the public education system. For some of us, we have known each other for nearly all of our lives, ever since our parents sent us to preschool and kindergarten. There, we've made what have been so far lifelong friendships, and what could continue to be lifelong friendships. Some of our friends have moved away, leaving for one reason or another, with a small number returning to us years later. And then there are the people who have not been with us for all of our lives, the people who have not been in the same cafeteria, gymnasium, and hallways for nearly 15 years. But nonetheless, we have accepted them as Mustangs, and their journey through high school ends here tonight too. This last year has been like the last chapter of a long book, tying up loose ends, making amends, and looking to the future and maybe a sequel to this first long book. But what about the previous chapters of the book? There must be something of substance in it. Who remembers the 100th day of school at Quarry Hill? The day when everyone would bring in 100 of something, anything easily doable and school appropriate. For some reason, I remember Fruit Loops more than anything out of all the possible ideas that people had. But still, I remember this day as a huge event there, celebrated as if it were a birthday. I guess it's just another something to celebrate as a child, something seemingly with importance. Now 100 is nothing when it comes to quantities, but it is still treated like a milestone nonetheless. Or what about another event, maybe a little more recent in our minds? The M-CAST videos. Created by the teachers and staff at Granite Valley, it was certainly a highlight of my March in May to tune the TV to whatever that channel was, and watch the teachers try to pump us up with various songs. For example, Katy Perry's Firework. The plastic bag in the parking lot at the start of that video is, in this humble critic's opinion, iconic. I don't know if I'll ever forget those videos, and who knows, maybe they motivated me and my fellow classmates to succeed like the video tried to do. In any case, I think that the fact that those videos were ever created shows how much our teachers cared that we succeeded. How about one more event, but this time from the high school? Every winter carnival that I have been to in my time at the high school has been memorable. It was always a uniting moment as a class against the other grades, because after all, the class of 2018 is the best class. Those fun games like the obstacle course, 3-point challenge, and the teacher versus student volleyball game were always so fun to watch, and were times where I have felt that the class as a whole has actually been united. These are experiences that we all share. These common events are things that we and we alone have experienced and will share throughout our lives beyond high school. These shared feelings connect us in a way that nothing else ever will do. This class is a tightly bonded group, especially because it is as small as it is. The fact that we have shared these memories, these events which we can never forget, is a testament to what that bond is. We are all friends here, even if on the surface it may not seem so. Our experiences throughout high school unite us and have forged a bond so strong that it must withstand the test of time. As we drift apart in the coming years, some of these things may be forgotten, but hopefully the happy memories that we have created here will remain. With continuing my book metaphor, the end of this ceremony marks the last page in the final chapter of the book of our adolescence. It is an end that is bittersweet because of the memories that we have created, but in the end, it is time to move on, for we are ready. After this, the first words are written in the book of the rest of our lives. A new beginning starts tomorrow, and we must embrace it. Take hold of it, and see to it that it is the best future and best life that it possibly can be. Let's live our lives to the fullest, for we have only one. It's all ahead of us. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call upon Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Cheryl Clarke, for the presentation of the graduating class.
Hello, everybody. It is a true privilege to be here tonight. I've known most of these young people for 8 years when I was their middle school principal, and we're in those dance videos, and thank you, Eric, I'm glad to, and Mrs. Cavanaugh helped us too at one point. But it's been a really wonderful experience to watch you grow and mature into the young people that you are today. You've heard some really wonderful words of wisdom from your fellow students and Mr. Metzger, so I will be very brief. I've been thinking a lot about what's happening out in the news and in the world, and my advice to you is simply this. And I quote American businessman Jim Rohn: take advantage of every opportunity to practice your communication skills so that you have the gift, the style, the sharpness, the clarity, and the emotions to affect other people. Face-to-face communication, reflection, and truly listening to one another are unfortunately becoming concepts of the past. Please don't let that happen. Reach out, listen to others. Use your words, both written and verbal. When you can, look someone in the eye and have a conversation with them. This is how problems are solved and people come together. The human connection is critical. Of course, technology and social media have become a part of our way of life. Writer Roxane Gay calls social media something of a double-edged sword. At its best, it offers unprecedented opportunities for marginalized people to speak and bring much-needed attention to the issues they face. At its worst, social media also offers everyone an opportunity to share in collective outrage, often without reflection. It is easy to hide behind the veil of social media, but please don't let that happen. Don't succumb to this behavior. Assume good intentions and make informed decisions. Use its power to benefit others. Remember that anything you put out there in the world is cast far and wide. The job market, the world of academia are very competitive, and you do not want any unkind acts or negativity to be your legacy. Assert yourself, stand up for your beliefs, but do so in a respectful way. We are social beings, not social media beings. We are all connected, and our happiness depends on the positive relationships we have with each other. It is a challenge to connect when many are staring at a cell phone or other screen. Even when we do reach out via technology, the use of words is extremely limited. If we actually write words, we may get the text or message back from our friend TLDR, which for those of you who may not know means too long, didn't read. Well, TBH, IMHO, ICYMI, YSK, that words do matter. Or, to be honest, in my humble opinion, in case you missed it, you should know that words matter. Clergyman Yehuda Berg states that words are singularly the most powerful force available to humanity. We can choose to use this force constructively with words of encouragement, or destructively using words of despair. Words have energy and power with ability to help and to heal, or to hurt and to harm. Please remember this message and the power of words as you continue on life's path. Love you. Thank you. And I'm happy to announce, Mr. Metzger, that I attest the members of the class of 2018 have met all of the local and state requirements for a Monson High School diploma. I now present them to you for graduation and authorize you to proceed with the conferring of diplomas. Emma Rose Paulhus. Molly Marie Gallo. John Stephen Fiester. Mackenzie Lyn Edwards. Alyssa Marie Demetrius. Holly Laurentine Cote. Lisa Marie Cavanaugh. Rachel Marie Caputo. Matthew Charles Breidenbach. Serina Gabrielle Bowen. Anna Beth Bellotti. Delaney Kay Walat. Gamaliel Marquez. Marley Joy Nissenbaum. Kaleigh Rose Cavanaugh. Eric Cameron Wegge. Tyler Edmund Yesu. Althea Anastasia Smith. Elizabeth Mary Lynn Roberts. Hannah Rae Richard. Katherine Reed. Benjamin Colin Pagliaro. Kyle Thomas Monahan. Peter Christopher Miller. Lauren Jude Medeiros. Michaela Rose Martinson. Grayson Matthew McPhail. Nicholas Lucian LaBelle. Jared Griffin LaValle. Shannon Margaret Jalbert. Amanda Jean Hulbert. Desiree Sky Jones. Liam Arthur James. Malik Armstrong Holmes. Hannah Marie Hicks. Larissa Rose Hayden. Dylan Jeffrey Gunther. Joseph Bruno Garceau. Rachel Elizabeth Flagg. Lily Jane Fabian. Brendan Frank Dominguez. Nathan Omid Javi. Amanda Margaret Dee. Andrew Lee Connors. Alexander Julian Cady. Christava Marie Cabana. Tyler Michael Bailey. Aimee-Lynn Marie Woodcup. Louis Charles Vazella. David James Street. Nicklaus Roy Somers. Oliver Thomas Simone. Jordan Elizabeth Scussel. Tyler Ryan Robert. Tyler James Richardson. Lauren Rose Nody. Sienna Christine Moriarty. Ryan Joseph Monahan. Connor Michael Monahan. Alex Michael Merrigan. Sophia Rose Wazunda Nonun Mercieri. Benjamin Richard Malo. Matthew Chapdelaine LaRiviere. Alexander Michael Lane. Benjamin Korubkov. And Natalie Ann Clisanos. Congratulations, everyone.
In her capacity both as class president and third in her class academically, I'd like to call up Marley Nissenbaum for closing remarks.
Hello. Wow, this is very surreal. Okay. Good evening to our school committee, faculty, Superintendent Mrs. Clarke, Principal Mr. Metzger, family and friends. Thank you for accompanying us on the tiring trek up to this point, and thank you for joining us here tonight in celebration, awe, and excitement for the class of 2018. Good evening to the class of 2018. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to speak to you about the next coming chapters in our lives. This is the point in our story where we begin to craft our upcoming pages in the distant chapters, in which we have the opportunity to paint blank pages with spectacular color and dimension. I want to first read of my immense gratitude for my family and my teachers. You have shaped me, supported me, and helped me to write my own story. You have believed in me when I was soaring and even after I had fallen. Without your support, none of us would be sitting in these chairs tonight, proudly sporting our caps and gowns. I want to thank my teachers and high school in general for making me into the courageously curious person I am today, for I was once very terrified to step outside of my comfort zone. I need to especially thank my mom and dad for showing me how to have empathy and for always supporting me and giving me never-ending love and care. And I also want to thank you for teaching me how to appreciate life's simplicities and for always being there to talk whenever I need you. I still am and always will be your little baby, no matter how big I might appear. I hope you don't cry too hard right now because I need to get through this speech first before I start. I also want to thank my two sisters and wish Teresa and Avery some luck in high school. Make memories, be smart, and have fun, because before you know it, you're gonna blink and it's graduation day. I love you all, and I'm gonna miss you with all my heart when I go off to college. Now, on to the class of 2018. Can we first give ourselves a huge round of applause, because we have made it. I just have to finish my speech first. Our story together is shortening quickly, and as the last word between us is written, I'd like to reflect on the pages we have so far. The halls we used to walk down in elementary school morphed into high school hallways. Cooties turned into crushes, and as our school toilets got taller, our class size became quite smaller. Our soccer fields as children turned into state championships. Yeah! Throughout our history, we have laughed and smiled together, but we have also rolled our eyes and sighed with one another. And while I expect us each to continue to laugh and sigh in our future, We will look back at our moments in high school differently. And whether you see high school, our story together, as a longing memory or a terrifying nightmare, either way, you're going to look back on everything and see it as more innocent and far simpler. Day in and day out, you were the group of people that I played Foursquare with, or the people I rode the bus with, played Foursquare with, won championships with, and survived high school with. Though more than that, you are the people I played Truth or Dare with, Cupid shuffled with, partied with, and made memories with. So now I want to inspire you guys. To my friends, my team, and my peers, don't shy away from the unknown, and do not fear ambition. But most of all, don't be afraid to live and learn, because no matter what happens, you will cultivate a life full of experiences and wider perspectives if you decide to take a chance from time to time. My class, please, raise your hand if you think you've screwed up at least once in high school. Yeah, the majority of us. Now, keep your hands up if you think that your mistake has helped you become a better person or has taught you something. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure those results went in my favor. But follow the words of the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Albert Einstein, when he says, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." So class of 2018, this is our time to try something new, our time to recreate, enhance, grow, and meet new people. It's our time to not simply work hard, but to work hard towards a tangible goal. It's our time to become the next Supreme Court justice, or to invent the newest groundbreaking source of renewable energy. It's our time to see the earth, meet its people, and eat its food. It's our time to let the world change us so we can in turn change the world. This is our time to find meaning and begin living life rather than letting life live us. Don't look at our next chapter fearfully, but with excitement and humility. For this is our time to map out the pathways. Maybe our paths will cross, and maybe they won't. To the people who I will see more than others, I'm very excited to see what you guys do. I'm very excited. And I'm excited to witness how you will all grow and flourish. To the people I will see less than others, I pray and hope that you will find sweet fulfillment in this short lifetime. And that if you ever see me anywhere, don't hesitate. Please stop and say hi. As I close our chapter together, class of 2018, please never forget to be ambitious and to take pride in your mistakes. And please don't watch life pass you by. We are given a very important opportunity to live, learn, explore, and love. In this very moment, we have the greatest potential to write a captivating story of fulfillment and no regrets. Don't take this responsibility lightly. As Mark Twain brilliantly put it, don't look at the world with your hands in your pockets. To write about it, you have to reach out and touch it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to all please rise once again. On behalf of myself, the Monson Public Schools, and the town of Monson, thank you very much. This concludes tonight's ceremony. Please remain standing in place as the newly graduated Monson High School class of 2018 recesses from the ceremony, followed by the faculty and staff. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful and safe night.